a chilling wave of repression has swept across Turkey, silencing dissenting voices and highlighting the increasingly perilous environment for journalists covering the country's political turmoil. The arrest of Joakim Medin, a Swedish journalist working for Dagens ETC newspaper, serves as a stark reminder of the escalating crackdown on press freedom. His detention, following his arrival in Turkey on Thursday, underscores the authoritarian tactics employed by the Turkish government to stifle criticism and control the narrative surrounding the ongoing protests, sparked by the imprisonment of Istanbul's mayor. Medin's arrest, announced by the Turkish presidency, wasn't a simple detention. It was a calculated move, a clear message to anyone daring to report on the government's actions. He now faces severe charges, including the ominous terror-related charges, a catch-all phrase frequently used to silence dissent, and the equally troubling accusation of insulting the president. The swiftness of his transfer from the airport to prison, occurring just hours after his arrival, speaks volumes about the pre-planned nature of his arrest and the determination of authorities to prevent any independent reporting on the ground. Medin's incarceration is not an isolated incident. It's a grim continuation of a pattern of intimidation and suppression directed at journalists attempting to objectively document the unfolding events in Turkey. The release of 11 journalists arrested just days earlier, including AFP photographer Yasin Akgül, following dawn raids targeting those covering the protests, offers only a fleeting moment of reprieve amidst the ongoing crackdown. These arrests, initially causing a global outcry, were quickly followed by Medin's imprisonment, demonstrating the Turkish government's unwavering commitment to silencing critical voices, regardless of international pressure. The deportation of BBC journalist Mark Lowen adds another layer to this chilling narrative. Held for 17 hours and accused of posing a threat to public order, Lowen's experience mirrors the treatment faced by countless other journalists attempting to report from within Turkey. His deportation, following a prolonged detention, serves as yet another example of the government's calculated efforts to exclude independent reporting and maintain a strict control over the information reaching the world. The cumulative effect of these actions is a chilling effect on journalism, both domestic and international. The arrests, deportations, and imprisonments create an environment of fear, discouraging critical reporting and undermining the fundamental right to freedom of the press. The Turkish government's actions send a clear message: dissent will not be tolerated, and those who dare to challenge the official narrative will face the consequences. Joakim Medin's case highlights a broader issue of declining press freedom in Turkey. His imprisonment is not merely an individual tragedy. It's a symptom of a larger problem affecting not only Turkey, but also the global landscape of journalism. The international community must respond with urgency and condemnation, demanding the immediate release of Medin and others unjustly detained for carrying out their professional duties. The continued silencing of journalists threatens not only the ability to report on important events, but also the very foundation of a democratic society. The world needs to stand in solidarity with journalists facing persecution, ensuring that their voices are not silenced and that the truth continues to be told, even in the face of oppression. The future of journalism, and indeed the future of democracy, depends on it. The silence surrounding these events must be broken, and the international community must take decisive action to hold the Turkish government accountable for its actions. The imprisonment of Joakim Medin is not just a Turkish issue. It is a global issue that demands immediate attention and a robust international response.